What was the problem that you were trying to solve here which made you think of getting a graduate into the packhouse?
Well, in August we had a situation where our manager became ill and he had to give up the job, and we had to replace him. And my daughter's just a graduate, and I knew there was a lot of graduates out there who wanted jobs, and we suddenly thought, instead of having a person who has managed before, that we could actually bring in a graduate and train him to the ways of how we pack and organise things here, and give him an opportunity to become a manager.
So what made you sort of look outside the sort of, the sort of horticultural area? What attracted you to somebody with Gavin's background?
Well, the first thing is that they aren't the people out there, or the calibre of people we need within the horticulture industry. So we have to look outside our industry, because basically the education system does not really educate people in our type of industry. So, but what we need in our industry is just basic knowledge and common sense.
You basically teach them what they need to know about your specific industry as time goes on, where the fruit comes from, what it takes to produce it.
We have the educational set up in the organisation for the educational set up in place, so that the things that Gavin's needed, or the student wanted, we needed to provide, are all in place for him to learn. A lot of it's experience, plus there's a lot of backup behind.
Well, whilst I was working, the manager at the time left for some reason, and it took me a couple of weeks really, and I just thought to myself, well, hang on a minute, I've got a degree, why aren't I applying for a job like this? This is the sort of thing I would actually be suited to. And at the time I was enjoying what I was doing, and thought, this industry is an interesting industry, and to be, at the top level managing this industry is something that really appealed to me. So I applied, obviously internally, and they were happy with what I had to say, so here I am.
Oh, that's great. So what have you been doing since you've been here?
Well, I've been basically in control of production. That's the main goal. That's sort of the main job description that I have. So it's the day-to-day running of the business, making sure everything goes smooth, making sure supermarkets get exactly what they want.
So you're balancing sort of both production skills with the needs of meeting the customers. You sound as if you're having a good time. Would you recommend working in this industry to other students?
Yes, definitely. It's a lot more than meets the eye. It keeps you very, very busy, on your toes, very unpredictable, so you've got to be with it. But it's a very interesting industry to be working in.
Yeah, and I suppose you're supplying some of the sort of top buyers in the country. The multiples are really pretty sophisticated guys, aren't they?
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure on all that. I mean, we're supplying top supermarkets throughout the country, so slip-ups, they can't really afford to happen, but it's something that you've got to be prepared to do.
But you relish the challenge.
Yes, definitely. I work better under pressure.
It has been great, whereas before I was just bogged down with everyday production, which I enjoy. Now I'm able to look at the business from a sort of a strategic point of view. I can look at new equipment, look at our staffing levels, productivity, that sort of thing. We're also a lot more efficient with our bills and paperwork, so it's been really good.
Okay, so you're sort of looking at undertaking new projects on the back of this?
Yes, yeah, no, we're looking at new equipment, new grading equipment, how we can put more fruit through the pack house, and also how we can develop staff better.
Okay, so actually sort of Gavin has sort of freed you up to take the next step forward in the development of the business, really.
Yeah, definitely.
Tell us a little bit about the benefits that you've had from having Gavin working here. How has it changed the business and the way that you can take it forward?
Well, it's been a big education curve both for Gavin, myself and the rest of the partners, but we're really, really happy how it's all turned out. So much so that we feel that the future of employing graduates into our business is something we're going forward with, and the most important thing that Gavin's provided us with is a philosophy that we feel we can go forward and carry on investing in the future.
Okay, that's grand.